Yeah, hi, this is Dinesh Kumar and you are watching video 3 of Oracle SQL and PL/SQL training. Yeah, let us see, in the previous video we have discussed about who are the types of users and how the users are connecting to database, how to create user account and how to delete user account in the previous video. Now we are discussing about what are SQL commands. See, the following are the categories of SQL commands. First one is DDL commands. DDL commands. And second one is DML commands. Third one DCL commands. And fourth one DRL command. And the last one E is fifth category is DCL command. Yeah, DCL commands. So these are the different categories of commands. What is the meaning of DDL? Data definition language. Data definition language. Data definition language commands. So what are the commands under this category? Create. Create. And somebody can say, yeah, create, alter, drop. Create, alter, drop. And also there is a command truncate. There is a command truncate. Totally 4 commands are there under DDL. DDL commands are used to define database objects. DDL commands are used to define database objects and to alter the database object, to modify the structure of the database objects, and you can delete completely along with the data, along with the definition, everything will be deleted from the database. Remember, by using DDL commands. Next, DML commands. It's a data manipulation language. Data manipulation language. Data manipulation language commands. Okay, what are the commands here? See, insert. You can write them in uppercase or lowercase, no problem. Insert, update, delete. Insert, update, delete. These are called as DML commands. These commands related to data. The previous DDL commands are related to structure of any database object. Now, if you want to enter data into the table, use insert. If you want to change the data, use update. If you want to delete the data, use delete. So all DML commands are related to data. And see, DCL category. What is DCL? Data control language commands. Data control language commands. Again I am repeating, data control language commands. So these commands are related to DBA. Each and every category is related to for one purpose. That is, DBA used commands or DCL. Anybody, if they want to interact with data, maybe you are entering data into the table, changing data in the table, or updating data in the table, everything is done by using DML commands. If you want to change the structure of the table, then we should use, if you want to change the structure of the tables, then we have to use DDL commands. To create a structure, to modify structure, and to delete the structure, we should use DDL commands. Okay, and then see what are DRL commands. Data retrieval language. Data retrieval language. Data retrieval language commands. So okay, this is DRL. Only one command is there. The special category select. Okay, all commands are physical, but select is logical command. So it will get logical copy of data. It will get required data, but that data is in logical copy of data. It will not modify, it will not affect any physical data. Again I'm repeating, it will not affect any physical data. Suppose so many records are there. I need first 10 records. Yes, it will take a copy of 10 records, display to you. And I need the modified records. Yes, go to the table, verify modified records are there. According to your submitted condition, it will verify. Then get the copy of data, display it to you. That is done by using select. All categories are physically affecting the table structure, maybe table data, but select will not affect physically. Next, TCL commands. TCL commands are transaction control language. It is a transaction control language. Transaction control language. So these are related to transactions. What are the commands? 3 commands. Commit, rollback, save point. Save point. 3 commands are there. See, if you went to some ATM and you want to withdraw some amount. Okay, you are withdrawing some amount. Right. So whenever you are to withdraw some amount, first you need to swipe your card, enter PIN number, select the option withdrawal, enter your amount. At last, I changed my mind. I don't want to cancel it. I don't want to withdraw it. So yes, you have an option cancel. If you click on cancel button, whatever the activities you have done, all activities will be closed. Means you are cancelling the transactions you are making. Whatever the transactions you made, that transactions are cancelled. Means internally what is happening in the database, internally rollback is going on. Internally rollback is executing, means it will cancel all transactions. Okay, if you successfully withdraw the balance, or if you successfully withdraw the amount, then internally commit operation will run. Internally commit transaction, it will save the transactions, or it makes the transactions permanent. It makes the transactions permanent. Okay, next, save point. Okay, for this also there is a beautiful example. Say, suppose I want to withdraw money. Yes, swipe the card, submit PIN number, select your operation, that is withdrawal, type your amount, and then click OK. It is giving the whatever the amount I have typed, that amount was withdrawal successfully. That was, I have reached, I got the amount successfully. The next step, do you want to continue with other transaction? It will display a message to me. Yes, I want to continue. Okay, yes, I want to transfer some amount to my friend. So whenever I am making yes, I want to continue, click on yes button, it will display to me again the list of operations. And I am selecting transfer funds option. Okay, I have selected transfer funds. Once transfer funds were selected, then immediately it is asking my friend's account number, amount of what was the amount I am going to transfer, all these things. At last moment I don't want to transfer. I changed my mind. I want to cancel my transfer operation. So at that moment I hit on cancel button. Actually you did a withdrawal operation successfully, and after some time continuously the next transaction I am cancelling. Okay, so means if rollback means to cancel the transactions, what is the command internally executing? Rollback. If rollback is executing internally, it should not cancel withdrawal operation. Why? Because it was completed task. Okay, whereas it has to cancel the operation, transfer operation. Means after withdrawal operation, what is happening? If any operation successfully completed, then there is a checkpoint will be created automatically. There is a checkpoint will be created automatically. That checkpoint is nothing but save point. This is known as a save point will be created. Before save point, whatever the transaction you did, that will not cancelled. After save point, whatever the transactions you did, then by using rollback I can cancel up to save point. Then before save point, whatever the transactions you did, they are safe. They cannot be cancelled. So these are the different categories of commands under SQL. So these commands in this transactions, this is completely related to transactions. Now you will get a beautiful idea about the commands. So see here, so each and every category of commands is for different purpose. DDL, it's deal with structures of database objects. DML is dealing with data into a table, from the table, or deleting the table, deleting the data. DCL, completely related to DBA. As a client, you cannot execute DCL commands. If DBA permitted you, DBA already giving permission to you, yes, do this operation as a DBA. If DBA permitted me to make that DCL operation, yes, I can execute. Okay, as a client, if I want to execute DCL commands, then DBA has to provide permission. So I forgot about what are the DCL commands. See here, the DCL commands are two commands, grant and second command revoke. Grant and revoke. So to give the permission, grant. To get back the permission, revoke. Okay, and remaining, see, this is related to DBA and select is related, anybody can use it. But what is the target of any user? If you want to display some data from any database object, then use select. If you want to display a logical copy of data, then use select. And TCL, that is completely relating to transactions. Remember this point. Okay. Yeah. Now, what is the next topic? Now, let me discuss about each and every concept, each and every command. First, just now we have finished in the previous window. In the previous window, we have finished how to create user account and how to connect to database with the created user credentials. So, Dinesh user account was created. Under Dinesh user account, there is no database objects. So how Dinesh can create any object? First, let us see, in my business I have products are there and I want to maintain products information in a table. Okay, I want to maintain products data in a table. Before that, I need to create the product table structure. Okay, yeah, so how to create a table? Let me start. The first DDL command, what it is? Create. Okay, how do I create a table? See, what is the use of create command? See, not only table, you can create any database object. By using create command, you can create any database object. So what are the database objects? Okay, you are saying any database object. What are the database objects? Yes, see, you can create, just now already we have created users, right? DBA creating users by using create user command. Okay, users, tables, views, indexes, sequences, clusters, synonyms, so many are there. Procedures like stored procedures. functions, triggers, packages, all these things are called as database objects. If you want to create any database object, you can use create command. Okay, each and every, already we have finished how to create user accounts. We have finished this part. Now, how can I create a table? Let me discuss about how to create a table. So here, what is the syntax for this? Table creation. What is table? First, let me discuss about table. What is a table? A table is a two-dimensional object. Two-dimensional object. Table is a two-dimensional object. What it contains? It is a collection of rows and columns. It is a collection of rows and columns. What is a row? See, horizontal information is called as a row. What is a column? Vertical information is called as a column. Can I say this is x-axis? Yes. Can I say this is y-axis? Yes. So the information vertically or the information considered vertically, this is called as field. This is known as field. Okay, the information stored horizontally, this is called as record or row. Remember this. Okay, so first you have to create a table. What is table internally? Table is known as a two-dimensional object. What is there in the table? The table is having rows and columns. Okay, first let me create the table structure. How do I create it? Yeah, so here I am creating like this. It's very easy. Create table, name of the table, open the parenthesis, column 1, its data type, size of the data type, comma, column 2, data type, size, column 3, data type, size, and so on. Close the parenthesis, use semicolon. So this is the syntax to create any table structure. To create any table structure, this is the syntax. Okay, here I have a question. Here I have some questions. Listen carefully. Who told you? Yes, I am creating some table product. Okay, then what is the table name? Listen carefully my questions. What is the table name? You have table, some products information with you. Okay, so somebody is, you are getting a request like this. So create one table. Create a table. For which purpose? For product information storage. Product information storage purpose, create a table. Somebody is saying like this. From your superior or from the project requirement, you got a requirement like this. Okay, then how can I create a table? How can I specify table name? Who will guide me to consider a table name? Where is my table name? Okay, if I go for table name, what are the column names I need to consider? I have so many questions in my mind. Then generally you will get the requirement. You have to consider the requirement from BDS. Remember this. From BDS, Business Document Specification. Whenever you are getting a requirement like table creation, you have a table name. You have table name, no problem. And you are having column names. And also you are having respective data types. What are the data types you have to consider? And each data type size also they will specify. Okay, this is called as object and their properties. What is the object? Table is a object. Table is a object. Already in the first video we have discussed, if you have a business, what are the objects here? So employee, it's an object. Department, object. Product is an object. Customer is an object. If I take product, so with the product name we have to create one table. For each object you need to create one table. For each object you need to create one table. Okay. Every object is having set of properties. These are called as objects. Remember. And what are the properties? Product code, product name, cost of the product, manufacturing date, warranty, description or specifications of the product. All these things are called as, properties of the object. Properties of the object. These are called as properties. Okay. Then each property, table name you are considering as object name you are considering as a table name. Okay, and object properties you should consider as column names. Object properties you should consider as column names. See, so P code, P name, cost, manufacturing date, warranty, description. All these things are called as properties. Okay, so these names you should consider as column names. These names you should consider as column names. Remember that. Okay, and then see, so who will guide? Okay, in which document all these things are available? Generally in BDS document you have the requirement, and in here in which format we have the requirement? See, generally before starting the development of any object, before starting the development of C, C++, Java, Oracle, any development, before development stage, what we are having? Designing stage. In the software development process, we have a design phase is there. In the design phase, we have a model called ER model. All these representations are done under ER model. ER model. What it is? Entity relationship model. What it is? Entity relationship model. Okay, from entity relationship model we have to take our requirement. What it represents? This is called as a data model for your OLTP. What it is? It is a data model for any OLTP. For any OLTP, what is the data model? ER model. What is the full form of ER? Entity relationship. See, entity, product related to cost, customer, right? So these two entities related with each other or not? Yes, these are related with each other. So entity relations will be represented in the form of ER model. Okay, so let me show you a sample diagram for this. Let me consider company is an object. So objects are represented in rectangular boxes, and here from each company we have products. Products is a object again, and company properties are like this. So company code, C code, company name, C name, company country, okay, country. So properties are represented in ellipses. Properties are represented in ellipses, and company code I am defining it as a primary key. Company code I am defining it as a primary key. And from each company, do you have set of products or not? Every company is producing some products. Okay, let me draw it a little big size. So here the company is related with product, through which Key it is relating through the primary key, which is called as company code, Okay, from product, what are the properties of products? So many properties are there, like whatever we have listed previously: product ID or product code, product name, okay, cost of the product, okay, manufacturing date of the product, okay, and warranty of the product, okay, and the last one is description of the product. These are called as properties of the object product, okay. These through are related with each other through company code, so we should maintain another property, so that is C code. C code is a foreign key. So company is one object, product is another object. These two are related with each other through the code, company code. This is parent table, this is child table. So these two are objects. In this diagram, by seeing this diagram, you have to identify very easily. See, this is the object names, means you have to create two tables. One table for object company, another table for object product. Okay, and what are the columns in the company table? Yeah, in this table you have to take the property names as column names. The property names of object is considered as column names in the creation of table. Similarly, I am going to create a table for products. So in the products, what are the properties? These are the properties. For these properties are considered as column names. So this is the ER model. This is known as ER model. What it is telling to you? It is guiding you how many number of tables you have to create. If you are creating tables, before creation of a table, what is the name of the table you have to consider? What are the names of columns you need to consider? Everything it will guide you through this diagram. So ER model, it is a pictorial representation of database objects and their relations. It is a pictorial representation of database objects and their relations and their activities. Based on ER model, we need to implement development of the tables, entering data into the tables, maintaining column names, maintaining relations between the objects. Okay, yeah. So this is the way we have to start the creation of the table. Here we have products table, company table. So let me create a table company. How do I create a table? Let me erase this. Okay, so why? Because the space is not enough to write something other. Let us see. I am going to create a table company, and here we are having company code, company name, country. Yeah, one more column I am considering here. This is company established. So it was established date, company established date. One more column I am considering. Okay, why? Because I want to introduce new data type to you. That's why I am writing like this. Right, company code, company name, country, established date. Okay, company started date. Okay, now let me write a query to create a table. Let me write a query to create a table. See, example, create table, and we know the name of the table name is company. Open the parenthesis, column name, company code, data type, I am using character of 10, company name, C name, let me use the data type varchar2 of 20, and company country. This is also varchar 2 of 20. And company started date means established date. It's a date type data. This is the way you can create a table. This is the way you can create a table. Then what is happening internally? See, before going to discuss about the internal concept, let me discuss about, can I specify a table name? Other than this, see, can I specify a table name like this? COMP. Okay, yes, you can specify. Can I specify a table name like this? This is my first company table, 1_company, 1_company. No, you don't have to specify like this. You don't have to specify like this. So can I specify company code? Okay, at the place of column name C code, I am maintaining COMP space code. COMP space code. Can I maintain like that? No, you cannot. So this is wrong. Here also it is wrong. And so can I specify the company name? Okay, CMP dot name. You cannot. This is also wrong. So is there any rules we have to follow before specifying column names? Is there any rules we have to follow before specifying object names? Yes. To specify, before specifying object names and before specifying object property names, you need to follow some rules and regulations. What are they? See, first rule, name, any name, maybe it is a table name, maybe it is a column name, maybe it is a variable name, variable variable name, whatever it is. Any name begins with alphabet. Begins with alphabet. Remember this. So it should be started with either minus small a to z or capital A to Z. Other characters are not valid. Okay. Next, what is the second point? What is the valid character set into a name? See, valid character set is, you can use small a to z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9, $, hash and underscore. These are the valid symbols into table names and column names or variable names. Now, is there any other rules? Yes, still you have the rules. Okay, names should not contain any space. Should not contain any space. Should not contain any space. Space is not allowed in the name. Okay, next rule. Is there, already predefined keywords means reserved words. Reserved words cannot be allowed as names. Reserved words are not valid. Reserved words are not valid. Simple. What is a reserved word? See, to create a table, we are using command. It's a command, create. If can I specify a table name as create, means create table, again create. Can I use that name, create? No, don't use the name create. Why? Because create is a command. Can I use the table name as table? Create table, table again. So table keyword actually beginning with alphabet, but still it's not valid to specify it as a table name since it is a reserved word. Don't use reserved words. And maximum length of the name is 32 characters. Maximum length of the name is 32 characters. So these are the rules you have to follow before specifying column names or as well as table names. Remember that. Okay, so according to these rules here, these are invalid. Don't use spaces. You can use underscore. Don't use dot. Why? Because dot is not in the list. So here CMP underscore code valid. CMP underscore name valid. CMP underscore country, valid. Estimated date, established date, valid. No problem. Okay, so if you follow rules before specifying table names and column names or oracle names, it will be valid. Otherwise, it will be invalid. Right? So, next, before creation of the table, we have to know about what are all these things. These are called as data types. Here, these are called as data types and their sizes. So, for our time being, just let me introduce 2 points about data type. Data type represents the type of data entered into this column. Data type represents the type of data entered into this column. Remember. And the size represents maximum length of the value into this column. Maximum length of the value into that particular column. What is happening internally? The data type reserves or data type allocates, according to data type Oracle engine allocates memory, required memory for each value into the column. Again I am repeating, so the data type, according to data type and size, Oracle engine reserves memory for each value into this column. Okay, if you are entering 5 character length value, then Oracle engine assigns 5 character length memory. If you are entering 10 character length value, then Oracle engine assign 10 character length memory to you, to the element. Okay? Yeah. So, data type represents the type of data into the columns. And Oracle engine reserves or allocates required memory for each value into the columns. That is the advantage of data type, and we will see what are the valid data types in Oracle in the next video. Thank you very much.